Hey guys, welcome to today's Swing and Gypsy Jazz Ukulele. It's Rhythm Changes in B flat. Let's get started. I got rhythm, I got music. Yes, you probably heard that tune before, or also maybe the Flintstone theme. I got rhythm, the Flintstone theme, and so many bebop songs later on. So many tunes by Django Reinhardt, Benny Goodman. A lot of swing players use this chord progression called Rhythm Changes based off of George Gershwin's I Got Rhythm. And right now I'm going to show you how to play it on the ukulele. I've got this cheap $20 uke today that I just kind of borrowed. I have my custom Gypsy Jazz there in the back, but a lot of my students just bring in, a uke that they have laying around. I'm like, you can play this and it sounds great. Just make sure it's in tune, relatively, and you can, you can have a lot of fun with it still. And so in this case, I actually have a high strung G. Usually I put a low G on, but what I'm saying is it doesn't matter. You can have a lot of fun playing the ukulele, playing jazz, swing, rhythm changes, gypsy jazz, bossa nova. Please check out my Patreon page if you're interested. That's what I try to offer for the uke. Of course, we do Beatles and Coldplay and other rock stuff too. But if you're interested in advancing your techniques while having lots of fun playing some really great songs, please consider being a Patreon and checking out hundreds of lessons that are available instantly. So let's get started with this quick mini lesson here. And of course, the PDF is available exclusively on my Patreon page. But I'm just going to walk you through it. So in the key of B flat, we're starting with B flat. Okay, just this. I'm not going to say this is easy. I mean, you have to have this B flat chord down first, which is derived from this A major chord. Just it's a movable chord. So a lot of people either bar like it's your fingers a capo, or you could just do this little half bar. Okay, that's the first step. And then we're going to do B diminished 7, C minor 7, C sharp dim 7, B flat 6, C sharp dim 7, C minor 7, and C dim 7. That's the first 4 bars. Again, I'm going through this quickly. It's all on the PDF there. 2 strums each. It's just a fun pattern. And really, I tell my students, that right there is the foundation. I mean, we're doing some substitutes, so it's not the basic progression, but it's just getting in there and sounding pretty fancy right away. And just that over and over is basically a substitute for the chord progression 1, 6, 2, 5 in the key of B flat. So if you have a band, the band can actually be playing 1, 6, 2, 5 with the bass player, and you could just be doing this or any combination of this, meaning this. And you just do that over and over. That's what they were actually doing back then. They weren't necessarily fancying up the changes like the beboppers started to do. Okay, we're gonna fancy it up just a notch here. So far the first 4 bars is this. Now we're gonna go back to that B flat. This is measure 5. And then this first time around here, I'm gonna show it to you one way, then the other time I'll show it to you another way when it repeats basically. B flat 7 by just getting your pinky on in here, if that's a new shape for you. B flat 7, E flat 6, and E flat minor 6. That's 4 to the minor 4. And then we're gonna go 1, 5, 1. And that was B flat, F7, B flat. That's the first 8 bars. So let me do that again. Oh, by the way, if you're interested in knowing more about this theory stuff too, which I feel is very important to communicate and to learn and to, you're going to be reading a lot about and hearing, 1625, tritone sub. Please consider checking out my music theory class. I offer a lot of online classes, and of course all this material is on Patreon too, but I do these live stream online workshops and classes, and it's all in the descriptions. Okay, so here are the first 8 bars. then there's the top. I can already hear, I got rhythm underneath, on top of that chord progression. So many songs use 1, 6, 2, 5, and this is a great progression. You can do it in the key of C just by moving up 2 frets. Okay, so this pattern works really well in B flat, C, D, E flat, and then we got to show you a new pattern to play it in the key of F and G, some others, because it doesn't quite work, the pattern I'm just talking about. Okay, let's show you the next 8 bars. Basically, it's an AAB form. So it's going to be the same first 4 measures. And then right here, we're going to do this kind of bluesy turnaround. We're going to go B flat 7. Again, check out the PDF. E flat 6, and then the E diminish, and then we're going to close it out by doing a 2-5-1. C minor 7, C diminished 7, which is a sub for F dominant 7, and then B flat. Talk. And like I said, you can also mix and match. So that first time you could have done that instead of go do the other turnaround that I was talking about. You could have went like this. And then maybe. So you're going to want to mix and match and have lots of fun. Let's take it to the B section. So the B section goes to D7. And right now, I'm just going to show you one route. Well, I mean, we already know this D7, so let's just make it easy. I hope you know this D7. G7. I know you know that G7. C7. And then F7. 2 bars each. So it's going to sound like this. And then F7. And there I just did a little side slip. F sharp 7, back to F7. And then your final A section, which I'm going to do what I did the second A. So I have one more little cool B section walk up that I love to do that I want to share with you real quick. But if you want the full lesson, again, it's on Patreon. So it's just using 2 beats on each one of these chords. D7, E dim, F dim, and then D7 inversion. Okay? So it's going to sound like this. Doesn't that sound cool? And then you do G7, same idea. And then we're on C7. And then on the F7, I'm just going to do this little suspended trick. And it was a F7, F9, sus4 if you want to get fancy. But it's really just a dominant chord. Sus to the resolve. Check it out on my Patreon page if you want the tabs. Thanks so much, guys, for watching this video. And let's have fun swinging the ukulele. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.